A very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Design Meetup, powered by IxDF Kerala and co-sponsored by Experion Technologies. Learn the art of clean and efficient text formatting for web content. This section could be covering basics to advanced tips, and it is perfect for bloggers, developers, and content creators. Markup languages are typically used in web development and document processing, whereas Markdown is simpler and more human readable. It's a way to achieve basic formatting and structure using plain text characters. Our speaker today, Shibin, a senior front-end developer, will be taking to us about mastering Markdown, simplifying document formatting. As a seasoned senior front-end developer, Shibin has worked on numerous projects across industries. Throughout his experience, he discovered that simple and easy to read text formats are very effective among developers, and with this, he developed a deeper understanding in Markdown, a text to HTML conversion tool that can be used across different types of digital mediums such as web content, software development, mobile apps, and more. So, for the ease of a better experience, we have muted the audience mic during the session. Please put in your questions in the chat window. Also, we have an interactive Q&A section after the webinar where the audience can interact and discuss. A recorded version of this webinar will be available in our YouTube channel. For those who are just joining us, welcome to Mastering Markdown, Simplifying Document Formatting. Over to you, Shibin.
Yeah, thank you, Mega, for the introduction. Hi, good evening, all. Once again, welcome to the IxDF session on mastering Markdown as simplifying document formatting. Yeah, for ease of presentation, I'm turning off the video. Yeah, I know that some of the web developers probably already know Markdown or at least some of the syntax. If you use GitHub, in the repository below that we can see a file named readme.md. That MD represents the Markdown. And this is the repository for Bootstrap. Here we can see the readme.md file. This is the document for the Bootstrap, and this have here we can see headings, links, images, and all. And here is the syntax for that document. Yeah. Today we will be discussing about the basics of Markdown. If you have been into web development, you would probably know about Markdown or at least some of the syntax. This section is for beginners as well as for the people that have used Markdown but may not know the entire syntax and what you can do with it. Here we will talk about what Markdown is and what it is used for. Then we will jump into VS Code with the Markdown preview extension and create a kind of cheat sheet that you can use for further reference. What Markdown is? Markdown is a lightweight markup language for creating formatted text using a plain text editor. John Gruber created Markdown in 2004 as a markup language that is easier to read in its source code form. Markdown is a style of writing document that make it easy to define what the content should look like. It describes headers, text styles, links, lists, and so much more. Actually, Markdown is articles and notes and can be used to build a web page. And if you use GitHub, you will be familiar with the readme.md file that show up in the root of the repository. That MD stands for Markdown. You can even create a README on your GitHub profile to customize your GitHub profile page. Then why would you use Markdown? First, simplicity. Markdown is easy to learn and use. It uses simple syntax that is accessible for non-technical users. Then readability. Markdown formatted documents are human readable even in their unformatted state. This make it easy to read and write, edit content without distraction. Next, portability. Markdown documents can be opened and edited with a basic text editor. They are platform independent and can be converted into various formats such as HTML, PDF, or even Word documents. Then widespread support. Many platforms, application and content management system support Markdown. For example, you can use Markdown to write content for websites, blogs, and documentation, or in communication tools like Slack, GitHub, and Stack Overflow. And also version control. Markdown plays well with version control systems like Git. It allows you to track changes in human readable format. Consistency. Markdown enforces consistent styling and formatting across documents, which is particularly useful for collaboration and maintaining a uniform look and feel. Extensibility. While the core Markdown syntax is simple, it can be extended with custom features and extension which provide flexibility to meet specific needs. And these all are the apps that supporting with Markdown: Dear App, Standard Notes, Joplin, Obsidian. While Markdown has these advantages, it is important to note that it may not be the best choice for all types of documents. For highly structured documents, complex page layouts, or documents with extensive mathematic notation, other formats like lattice or rich text format may be more suitable. The choice of document format depend on the specific requirement and intended use of the document. And what is it used for? Actually, Markdown is mainly used for documentation, writing and formatting documentation for software project or user manuals. Tools like GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket use Markdown for README files. Blogging, creating blog posts or platform like WordPress, Jekyll, and Hugo. And web content, creating content for static websites, including articles, landing page, and product description. And also used for note taking, taking and organizing notes using applications like Evernote, Notion, and Jupyter Notebook. And Markdown is also used for presentations, creating simple text-based slides for presentation using tools like Mark and Reveal.js. And also used for messaging and chat, formatting text in messages, apps like Slack, Discord, and WhatsApp. And for collaborative editing, collaborating on a document with others using tools like Google Docs and various online Markdown editors. And these all are the format we can edit. And first, headings, for example, H1 and H2, list, like unordered list and ordered list. And emphasis, links, block of code, images, block codes, horizontal rules. Now, Markdown editors. You can write Markdown in any text editor like Markpad, HarrowPad, Markpad, Markdown Pad 2, and Typora. But it is really nice to have something that gives you preview of what it is going to look like. So what we are going to use is Visual Studio Code with an extension called Auto Open Markdown Preview. Now basics of syntax. Suppose if you need to add a H1 tag in the doc, you need to add one hashtag before the title. Suppose if you need to add H1 tag, you may need to write one hashtag before the title. And output would be like this, heading, the same like up to H6. And if you need to add H6 tag, you may need to add 6 hashtags before that title. And italics. If you need to style the text in italic style, that text should be wrapped either with asterisk or underscore. This is the output of that italics. Now, strong tag. the same like italics. If you need to style the text in bold style, that text should be wrapped with either 2 asterisk or 2 underscore. And for strike through, the text should be wrapped with a 2 tilde icon. And for horizontal row, if you need to separate a 2 section with a horizontal line, we may need to put 3 dash or 3 underscore. Then the output will be like this. And if you need to add a text in a block quote, the format will be greater than that text. The block quote output is this, like this. And if you need to add a link in a document, you may need to write the link name like this inside the square bracket. After that, in the bracket, you may need to write the URL of that link. And if you need to show that on hovering, you may need to show the tooltip. In the double quotes, you may need to write that tooltip text. Same for unordered list. The first we may need to write a asterisk. After that, have to write the list name. The same for next item. First, had to press the tab key, and after that, had to write that asterisk and the title name. The output of the unordered list like this, and ordered list like this. Suppose if you need to add a code block, have to wrap that code or the HTML code in that in the backtick, and the output of the inline code is like this. And if we need to add images, the same like document we said earlier, instead of here we have to add exclamation mark in front of that square bracket. The in link we may not need this exclamation mark, and output of the images will be like this. Image name and URL of that images. These all are the GitHub flavored Markdown. Suppose if you need to add some comments in the bash, you have to mention first in front of that 3 backtick, you have to mention that either you have to mention the language or have to mention the comment. In that 3 backticks, you have to mention the command for that npm install like this. The same like JavaScript also have to mention the language. The same like Python also. Now we can create some cheat sheets in the VS Code for further reference. You can save it as a markdown. And I have used a plugin called auto open markdown preview so that we can able to view the preview at the same time. And first we can start with the heading. For h1 tag, we may need to add one hashtag. For h2, 3 hashtag. For h3, 3 hashtag. This is the syntax for h1. Sorry, header tag. And for italics, either you have to write asterisk or underscore for italics format. Okay. Output will be, and for bold, have to wrap with the 2 asterisk. And for strike through, you have to add a 2, have to wrap with the 2 tilt icon. I mean the 2 tilt symbol. And for horizontal row, either you have to add a 3 dash or 3 dash. You can able to see the horizontal line. And for block code, the text should be after that greater than symbol. This is the syntax for block code. And for links, have to write the link name, and inside the bracket have to copy the URL of that link. And if you need to add a tooltip for that link, on over we can see the tooltip Google. As for unordered list, And if you need to nested that item, I have to press the tab key and the same syntax nested. And for ordered list, this is the syntax for unordered list and ordered list. I think on giving 2 and 3, it will also work. And for inline code block, inside the backtick, this is the syntax for inline code block. And for images, I have to write the image name. Markdown. This is the syntax for adding images in the Markdown or Markdown files. And for GitHub flavored Markdown, I have to mention either you have to mention the command or language of that code. This is a syntax for JavaScript code. The same for Python also same. Any language we can add like this. Yeah, that's all from the preview. I mean and yeah, in conclusion, Markdown is a versatile and lightweight markup language that is widely used for formatting text in various applications. It provides a simple and easy to learn syntax that allows user to format text, create headers, lists, links, and more with just a few simple characters. While Markdown is not as feature rich as some other markup language, it excels in its simplicity and speed. It is a tool that can be easily picked up by beginners and become increasingly powerful as users become more familiar with its capabilities. Whether you are creating a README file for a software project, drafting a blog post, or just taking notes, Markdown is a valuable addition to your toolkit. Its efficiency and portability make it a greater choice for various text formatting tasks.
So thank you so much, Shibin, for taking time for us and bringing to us this interesting session. I would like to thank each and everyone who took their valuable time from a busy day to attend this webinar. Special thanks to all the participants who actively participated in the Q&A session, especially Nitin, Joel, Vishnu, Ajnesh, Amit, everyone. So thank you all the volunteers of IxDF team that worked behind the scene to make this event happen. Please write to us and let us know how you found the session. We are available on social media like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Clubhouse at IxDF Kerala. You can also write to us ixdfkerala@hotmail.com. We have an IxDF Kerala Community Interaction Design Foundation website. So hope to see you on next session as we come to you with another webinar. So until that, stay safe and stay tuned. Thank you.